Alright, welcome back guys. Brain Nectar here, and I thought I would make a quick video on Blender. In this scene right here, I am working on building a low-poly arm for a kind of a low-poly indie game I am working on. It's kind of like a quick game jam. So right here you can see it's pretty low poly. It's very cubical. It's not too realistic. But the main thing I wanted to show here, and this might help you improve your skills or answer a question you might have, is when you're making a low poly hand, and I'll shape it up a little bit more, but as I said, I want to keep this fairly low poly because this is going to be like a quick game jam. Put together a prototype and then see if I can kind of tell a story behind this and get something out. So here we have a hand, and our challenge is we need fingers. So something I found is you could just go click on the face here, and then you could just press the letter I on your keyboard, and it'll allow you to inset a shape, a square shape. So you need space between the fingers, right? So this will allow you to get a perfect square for a finger. I think I maybe made the pinky finger a little bit too big. I'm gonna have to size that down a little bit, of course. Yeah, I'll have to size these down a little bit more. But I could finish up here. And I'm doing this because I want an easy way to have a little bit of space between the fingers, because later on I am going to bone rig this. For this indie game, it's kind of, maybe it's mostly, I don't know if I was going to make like first person, almost like an FPS or first person perspective. It's not really the indie game I'm trying to work on. It's not really a shooter. It's not all about being a first person shooter. It is going to try to tell a story. But yeah, I do need to size that down a little bit probably. Actually, yeah. I could leave, I feel like, so this is like your main pointer finger, and then the middle finger is about the same size. So I really think starting here, it gets a little bit smaller, and then here it gets a little bit smaller. I don't know if I did that enough. Alright, now I'm going to test this out. This is kind of a method I haven't used as much as I should have, and I think on most people this finger is a little bit longer. And then you can look at your own hand as a reference. This finger is about the same size as the first finger. You can pull that out more. And then of course the pinky finger. Well, obviously I need to fix this up a little bit. But you can see that we have our basic hand, and this would work for most of your projects. And then here you could always you could shade it smooth. This is just the shading, not necessarily the mesh itself. This is really just the shading. The shading around the object is being blurred and smoothed a little bit along the edges. That looks interesting. And then, you know, from first person perspective, I could, you know, there you go. It's kind of like first person perspective. Of course, it would be rotated a little bit. But yeah, there you go. I think you guys get the point. You can just use click I to I to inset a square or new lines into a shape, and you can also use other shapes in Blender to be like a cookie cutter to cookie cut shapes out. But this is a fairly fast way to make a low poly arm in Blender. And then I don't know if I'll texture it in here. I may take it to one of my new favorite apps, low poly retro apps called Crocodile 3D, to finish it in there. And then I'll see where that goes. Thank you guys for watching.